Hey everybody, welcome back to City Skylines 2, where I have created a monster. We have a monster traffic jam, and it's because we have high density on both sides of the river now. We have a lot of people over here. We've just done a whole bunch of stuff over here, and there's really only one path to get back to this side of the city. So anyone who wants to come over here, they have to take this road and vice versa. And most of the services and most of the things that these people want are established on this side. And so naturally we have a rather difficult traffic situation. I need to lessen the load of traffic here. Two ways to do that, of course, is to give people alternatives to travel, like getting a train or, subway or whatever, which I plan to do a subway. However, I think right now, another good way of doing it, those are ways to get less cars on the road. Another way is to give them another path, right? So I have this area over here that I think will work out really well. It doesn't quite line up, these two roads, but I think I can get them. I wanted to look at something really quick though, and it's something that I'm kind of annoyed by. And so, I don't know exactly how it was in City Skylines 1, because I like I said at the beginning of this, I don't have a lot of experience in City Skylines, but if I take a look at this, the large city, and we go to transportation, and I unlock water, which I want to do. I want to get water unlocked too, okay? I like to get trams and subways too. We're going to go like this, and then they get the subway too. But if I unlocked water, right? So if I come over here to the water tab, I can add a harbor. Now, it's 420,000, so I really don't want to place this. But you see the size of this thing, okay? There's a huge area across from this that has to be considered. And it will let me place it if that area is like making contact with land. It'll totally let me put this down. So like I can do this, no problem. It'll let me do that. Exceeds city limits, so that one won't work, but this one over here will. And so I could have like a harbor for, passengers or whatever, cargo harbors, passenger harbors, whatever. And that's pretty good. And I did want ships to go up and down the river. I wanted that to happen. But you need to have seaways established. You need to draw, like drawing a road on the water. And not just drawing a road, the narrow seaway is this wide. And to draw it, it's like super expensive, man. Like look at how long this is. A 300-meter seaway is $1,500, right? Plus there's $500 dollars per kilometer per month as upkeep on a freaking river, a natural river. Weird, right? But look at this. So let's weigh this out, right? 300 meters is $1,500 right here. That's just drawing a route on water that already exists. Or I could take a 2-lane road, go 300 meters, and look at the cost. Just drawing a road, actually placing a road down, paving it with asphalt, all that stuff, 300 meters is less than half the cost of just drawing a seaway. And not only that, but check this out, right? The seaway, the narrow seaway, it's cool and all, but we're going to get into here, and it's going to be too narrow, and it's not going to let me place it. Like, I can go here, but then from this point, I'm not going to be able to go anymore. Even if I want to do freeform or, bend it around or whatever, I'm not going to be able to do that. And on top of that, the seaway also has to completely clear underneath a bridge as well. So, like, I wouldn't be able to do this anyway. Even if this wasn't here, I still wouldn't be able to do this because this bridge is not long enough. So the part that annoys me is like a ship, any ship at all. Let's say the ship is like 10 times the size of a car. All right. There's definitely enough height, and there's definitely enough width, but I wouldn't be able to have any boats going under here because the game doesn't let me do that. And that's the narrowest path we can do. There's a medium seaway, which is this wide. And then of course the wide one is ridiculous, right? So these things here, I think, are clearly intended to be used by people who have coastal cities. And we don't really have a coastal city. We've got a river. Now, one thing I could do, maybe, is expand this and make this really, really wide, right? So that, if I make all this water, for example, that would give me a theoretically that would give me a coastal city, because then I could have a big harbor in here and I could do all sorts of stuff right here. And then as long as that connection can fit out of into this little thing here, so which it totally can. This is definitely able to go that way. Even a medium one can go that way, right? So that's possible. And you can see this right here. It's already kind of drawn. This is already comes pre-included in the map. So like this right here, we'd have to take off of this. So all I'm saying is I don't like the way the water system works, and the fact that I have to draw and maintain and pay for a water route on a natural river on a tile I already control. That's my rant. I don't like it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get this road working so that all of these guys that want to go across the river, they don't have to go all the way down here to do it, right? We need another path. So we're going to go ahead and take out these houses. They don't exist anymore. We're going to go over to thick roads. Let's say a 6-lane divided. It's fine. And we're just going to go and try to find, I guess we'll do like right in the middle of this, right? We can maybe draw it right off the middle here like this. I'm good with that. And then we're going to lift it up. I have to remember all the controls because like I'm playing like 5 different games at once right now. So let's bring this up. Now, this gets us pretty high. We're not going to have ships going under here, so I guess it doesn't really matter how high we go because I'm not going to do ships under here. And so we could probably bring it, I think, probably here. And I could just have it be a road and not do an official bridge or anything, but I do like the way the bridges look. So I kind of want to switch to having, this is a 6-lane, right? So we could switch to the 6-lane bridge and bring it over here. And of course, this isn't going to move utilities through, so we're going to have another source of utilities. But we already have that on the other side, so I think it's fine. And then we'll come down with the 6-lane divided road again from here. Yeah, like this. And we're going to bring it down to the ground level. Now, we're probably going to want to start turning a little bit here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it to about where it is already, and we're going to curve it this direction down to the ground. Okay. And then I'm going to bring this road. Now, hopefully I can do this without interfering with the existing buildings. That's excellent. And then we're going to go ahead and connect this. And we can do that by going like that. There we go. And then I think I'm just going to slap a roundabout in here. Let's say right about here is fine. And the reason for that is because we're going to have another building right over here. So we have 2 points left. I think that's a little less than I anticipated. I'm going to put the disease control center right here in this little area. I think it's a good spot for it right here on the water. I think it's going to look cool. So we'll have the roundabout be there. Now, over here, when we go to do this road, it's going to create a lot of traffic in that direction. I know this because, again, I've already tested it. So I'm going to expand this road. And I think we're going to go with a 5-lane asymmetric. And we're going to do it to where the 5 lanes is the three lanes is on this side going in this direction, because there's going to be more traffic heading this way than that. And then I want to shift this to be increased as well. We're going to have to go a little bit slanted on that, but it'll work. There we go. This is saying that there's no it's condemned building all of a sudden, but all right. That's what I think of your condemned building. All right, good. I think that's going to be good. And then the last thing I want to do is we're just going to expand this one into a 3-lane asymmetric in that direction. And that's going to help with traffic flow in that direction. Okay, good. So I think that's all we really need for providing an extra path, an alternative route over here. I don't like how this road is kind of, I guess I'll call it wowing. My dad would call it wowing, so I'm going to say it's wowing. We're going to say that I want to just go ahead and soften this a little bit to make this just a little bit gentler for us. And maybe we can just bop this out just a little bit more before we soften. And then maybe that will be what we need here. So we'll take the 6-lane road. Here we go. And let's just hook it up directly to this intersection like that is fine right there. That's fine with me. Okay, and then maybe a roundabout will be needed here. I don't know that, but maybe. So we'll keep an eye on that too. All right, now the traffic jam is not going to immediately fix itself, right? We're definitely going to need some things to happen over here before that can happen, right? Before things can actually fix itself, traffic jams and whatnot. I'm looking at this road, and I like how this is. Let me just switch to radio that doesn't have ads right now. I think with this street, I think ultimately this street is fine. The way that most of these streets are fine as they are. But the problem is I've got, again, one path in and out of here and a lot of cars spawning in this particular area. We have things that spawn with the train station. We've got buses that have bus stops here mainly. We've got lots of taxis that spawn in here. So this is a very busy road. And we kind of have it maxed out already, but I suppose there is a way to just add more lanes with an 8-lane. But doing so is going to mean tearing down buildings. And I've seen this game for a bit. I mean, I guess I don't have a whole lot of experience with it, but I've seen the way traffic is handled in this game, and adding more lanes is not necessarily the answer in a lot of cases with this game, because the traffic will do what the traffic does, like this, where they line up on a single lane instead of, you know, spreading out. They'll do that. Maybe they all want to turn left, but they don't have their blinkers on, so, you know, I guess they probably all want to turn left. This is a dedicated left turn lane, so I wish I had control of the lights so I could give them a left turn. And then this is going to be pretty crazy here too. So what I think I want to do here is expand this road to widen this out too. So if I was to reposition this slightly away from where the road is, just to kind of give it a little bit more room, let's say here. Let's say, yeah, we'll bring it over here. So we're not going to have anything in this area then. Yeah, well, there won't be any buildings here if I do that. It's a temporary move. We'll see. Let's just, maybe it's not so temporary. We'll put it right here for now. And then what I want is to have this road go ahead and upgrade on this side like that. And then I have this now can go in, snap to the road right there. And so now we have just this little bit here. So instead of having this be residential, because there's no way anything meaningful is going to happen there, we'll just have low density commercial be placed here. And then you can have like little tiny buildings to be spawned in that little area. And that'll be fine. So additional traffic flow can now happen here. I'm hoping that starts ironing out, because we're going to have a lot of cars that would otherwise be coming here, and now they'll decide to use this road instead. So this road is already being used. I think that's going to really expand things the way it needs to be. Now on this side, I also want another bridge that's going to connect on this side too. And I'm thinking this roundabout right here might be an interesting spot to tap onto. The only problem with this is I already have my key wall. So it's like I have to go over top of that wall. And I'm thinking, which road? All of this is going to get remade, by the way. This is not permanent. I know that, like, maybe some people don't like redoing things, but I have placed things in here to get things going. And then I have ideas of what I want here. Like, for example, this is going to be pretty bare. It's going to be like a big park area. So think of it like Central Park in a way. It's going to be kind of right here. And yeah, we're going to try to make this look all green with lots of trees and make it look really good. And the school is really close by and all that. And also the school is completely full, right? So we're going to have to do something about that too, like having another elementary school in this area. And so we could just place that right now, I think. Elementary school, we can place that over... I don't really want it over here, but I haven't really thought about where I want this extra elementary school. I'll place it here for now, but I'm pretty sure that that's not where it's going to stay. We'll place it there for now, just to get capacity up. So I think I want to have this. There's a road right here, this big thicker road right here. I think this road we could have be a bridge that crosses. I just have to take a look at what it would take to upgrade it, and it's gonna mess up some buildings to upgrade this. I might be able to get it. No, it's better to upgrade. It's better to ruin one buildings or one side than it is to build two. And if this is a really tall office, I'd rather not disrupt the really tall office. So we're gonna say that this road gets upgraded like that instead. Sorry, buildings, you'll have to rebuild yourself. It's gonna be fine. This is high density commercial, right? So yeah, this is okay. We'll do low density there, and then the high density here. I don't even think that is high density commercial. What was that? Is it mixed zoning? think it was mixed zoning. Yeah, that was mixed zoning. Oh, okay. You know what? Bring back the mixed zoning. I'm fine with it. All right. So on this road, again, I'm not sure if this is going to work. We're going to try it. You have 4-lane tie to arch bridge. I'm going to say that we are going to take this road right here. All right. Now we can come right straight across. Again, I'm not going to have boats under here anymore. So we can have a low bridge and it will be completely fine. We can bring a low bridge to this side. And if we do that, we now have access to this side and then yet another path. I think that will stop us from getting disrupted. It's not letting me do this though. Is it calling it in the water? It is. So if we raise this up, let's say like half a step here, like a little step. Right there. Okay, so we can raise this up a little bit like this. I'm trying to page down this. There it goes. All right, so right about here, it'll let me do that. And then I have to be up at least this high. And then I can go in and connect on this side like that. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, wow. That's not what I'm looking for. Why did you do that? That's a really strange bridge. I thought I went up. I thought for sure I went up, but maybe I didn't go up. Maybe I went down? I'm 2.5 meters. That's up, not down. How did that happen? I guess I have to... I guess I have to go relative to the water, right? That's how it works. Yeah. So it'll be here. Sorry. And then it'll go over like this. Like that, I guess. And then this road is going to just come straight over. Eventually, this is going to go that way. So let me just bring this down again to 0. And it looks like that's going to make this a bridge instead of a key wall. It worked on this side pretty well, but it didn't work on that side. But it goes straight over this way, and then this is going to continue this way too. So again, this isn't finalized and everything, so this road continues that way. But at least we get, you know, that roundabout's over there. It didn't really line up where I thought, but the point is we now have multiple ways of getting over there, right? And then now can I upgrade this to a bridge? Can I make this like a... Yeah, I want one of these. It's a shame that you won't go longer than that. I have to add more lanes to do that one. Oh, that sucks. Well, I mean, it just looks weird without being centered. You know, I wish I could have centered that. Is there any way to maybe make that centered? How about we start with the bridge right away? Maybe that will do it. If I start with the bridge and I go like this, that will work. Yeah, I like that. That works better. And we'll just go like... Did it bring the wall back? It did. Okay, so I can see what's going to happen to it before I place it. No, not really. All right, so we'll go like this. And there. Oh, well, my wall's returned. Okay, good. And it's returned on that side too. Okay, we'll do that instead. And we should still have utilities running. But now we have 3 different ways to get over there. And so we shouldn't see it be completely crowded here anymore, provided we can get rid of this traffic, which is going to take a while. Traffic jams take a while to clear up. But once the pathing and everybody starts to correct itself, I think it'll be fine. And then we'll start getting people using the other roads, and everything should be worked out by then. All right, so I'm going to take these objects here. We're going to get rid of these. What are you? Okay, you look like a placed building, but you're not. Yeah, so we can get rid of all these. I don't know why you're taking away my tool. Why are you taking away my tool? Like canceling my tool. All right, let's also go and get rid of this road all the way up to at least there, I guess. This street is going to connect to that street, and then this one's going to get upgraded. So we're going to say that you go bye-bye right here all the way up to that point. So there's a bit of an angled road here, which I happen to like the aesthetics of angled roads. I don't like symmetry, remember? All right, so here we go. Like this, all the way up the mountain. That's not really a mountain. It's just a hill. But up the hill is what we're doing, right? And we go up the hill, keep it at a 180-degree angle, and it connects right through here, just like that. Okay? Excellent. Now we're going to take these roads that we already have, and we're just going to connect them like they are. Like that. And like that. And I think that's it. Nope, this one. Like that. There we go. And we could take a look at the terrain and stuff too and make sure it doesn't look stupid. Like this area right here kind of looks a little dumb, so I could probably level that out and make it look a little bit better. This part here, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good either. Plus, this is a bus depot, so buses are coming out of here. I feel like eventually this road's going to have to be upgraded because of that. So why don't we just go and jump on that? And we're going to have a 5-lane asymmetrical go in here, and it's going to go facing that way so that more lanes head this direction. And we'll upgrade this to have kind of like to allow these buses to get where they're going to go, right? So I kind of like that. And then we'll just have this one be the standard 4-lane. Oh, you're not going to do it, huh? That doesn't really work. Yeah, like that. Okay. So we have a 5th lane that just kind of appears right where the bus depot is. Sounds good. All right, that should, in many theories, that should correct all the problems. It really should, but we'll see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. I want to bring the terrain up to the level here. If I could, please bring the terrain. Let's bring this a little bit slower, a little bit smaller. I mean, let's just bring the terrain up to the height we want here. There we go. Yep, like that. And then we come over here again and just take away this element right here. Looks good. Take away this part here. Leave me a comment down below if you can. And just let me know, like, do you like the detail work? Like seeing it? You know, like I know people appreciate the look of it, but do you like watching the detail work? Stuff like this, where you're just, you know, kind of fixing things and looking at the look of things and all that, right? Do you guys enjoy that part of it? And if not, you know, let me know. Or I want to show you guys, like, I'm gonna play it, right? But I want to show you the stuff you like to see. I'm gonna play it anyway. I'm gonna do these things anyway. But it's about like, what do you like for your time, right? Okay, so I don't know what this bus is doing. The van's holding up traffic. I don't know what it's doing. It's kind of being an ass. It says there's a traffic jam. It's because people are crossing the street here. Is there anything I can do to stop people from crossing the street here? Because that's a bad place to cross. I wish you would not walk. Wow, there is a lot of people walking across this bridge. Holy moly. There are a lot of people walking across this bridge. And I really don't want you to cross here because like all these cars are stopping. That's a really bad place. So we're going to need to do something about that. If I could, I might have to research the tools here. Road services. Can I make this to where people do not... pathways, right? Like pavement. Can I have you guys... I don't know. Maybe... It may look stupid, but can I have you guys like maybe come this way with it? All right, so I found the crosswalk tool. That's what I was looking for. If I right click here, the crosswalk goes away. It's fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. So now the crosswalk's gonna be like maybe way over here. Instead of being over here, I want it over here. So I can just click there. And now the crosswalk's way over here. So all these people who are coming off this bridge, right? They should not be crossing the street here anymore. Maybe some of them already have the pathing written in, but they should not be crossing here anymore. And they should instead walk down here and cross over there. That's what I wanted to happen anyway, but it doesn't look like they're actually going to do that. All right, tell you what. We're just going to take the crosswalk entirely away here. I think we're just going to right-click and say no and see what they do now. Like, they should not be doing this. This is disallowed now. And in fact, this right here should be disallowed as well. Like, I don't want anyone crossing here. So just get rid of the crosswalks entirely. And, like, you don't crosswalk... No crosswalk on this, okay? I'm trying to disable it, but I think all these people already have it in their pathing, so they're just going to do it anyway, right? So I just have to wait for that to maybe balance out. But if you're going to cross, you're going to go down there, or you're going to go around this way or whatever, right? You can cross over here, but you're not going to cross at the roundabout. It's way too much stopping here. I don't want that to happen. Over here, do we have crosswalks over here are fine. I think that's okay. All the crosswalks like this are fine. Buses, you totally should not be stopping in the middle of a train track. But sure. We definitely have a lot of cars using this. And I didn't anticipate a traffic problem here. We can give them a dedicated right turn lane. That would help. You can go ahead and go to the 7-lane asymmetric and go like this. And if we did something like that, we could give them a dedicated right turn lane, which might kick some of these guys over. And then I kind of want to make sure that they're not going to park here. So I guess one way to do that would be to decorate the road. So we can put in, let's say, some trees on the sides right here. And that would prohibit parking on that side. So that's fine. Now things are a little bit cleaner here. But I was saying earlier, like, I think a roundabout here would be a better suit. Or be better, a better fit for the area. And I can't do that without just demolishing some buildings, but they're not really that important buildings. This one here can be moved. It's a medical clinic. And just move that over here. The other thing I wanted to do, which looks like I'm gonna have to wait till I level up now, is I wanted to get the hospital going. And because we have some health issues in the city too. Also, over in our industry, they're all complaining about the lack of high skill labor, which is kind of a little bit ironic since they never complained about that before I had the university in. And now that I'm finally able to educate people to the highest of levels, they're complaining about not having the skilled labor. So what I think I need to do is complete my train track. I need to get the student train from here, have it come through here, maybe drop people off right in the city so that people can go back and forth here, I guess, but also bring them around and hook it up and connect it to this so that it can be like, so that it can come in here and drop people off for high skilled labor, right? I need to find a way to get high skilled labor over here. So I have 19 tiles and I'm thinking like we get the narrowest part for the bridge, I guess. So we can go something like this. And then we get, let's say these tiles here, something like that. We can use this with the train track like this. We can use that to get around and get over into this area so that we can connect to the rail right here. And then this train can go in and we can make a loop. We can make a loop that just goes around the whole place with trains. I think that's probably pretty good, right? So we'll take a look at that as well. Is this bugging anyone else? There's another way to actually get rid of traffic as well, and that is to send it out with a boat as well. So we could do this too. Just grab this tile right here. But actually, in order to send it out with a boat, I need to have all of the tiles. This is the thing that's really annoying to me, is like with boats, is not only do you have to make the path, but you still have to own the tiles to draw that path on a natural river. So I still can't ship things out, even though I have access to the border like that. I still can't do that because it requires me to draw a freaking river road to the border connection. Like, why can't they just take the damn river, I don't understand that part, but it is what it is. At least we own this now, so I don't have to see that box anymore. And then when we level up again, I'll get more stuff there. Let's go over real quick. This won't be permanent, but it's just something that's kind of like needs to happen, I guess, in a way. Wow, that's really altering the design of this place, isn't it? What's going on with that? You're really pulling that all over the place. At least there's a way to get that way now. So there you go. Let me see how the traffic is working in here. Seems good. So far anyway, it's not too busy. Let's head over to the bridge. And traffic is now correcting itself. We don't have people crossing the street. We still have people crossing the street. What a bunch of jaywalkers. Stop it. Goddamn jaywalkers. But we don't have traffic jam problems anymore. That takes care of all of it. So, well, I thought it did. Now everybody's going this way, using this bridge instead. Whoa. Where are you all trying to go? Look at all these people using this freaking river run here, huh? Where are you all trying to go? Like, what's your destination? You're trying to go here. In the industrial district? Why do you gotta go this way? Just, all right, you know what? There needs to be a better road. Ah, there is no road. Actually, that's the problem. I disconnected that road. Okay, we can fix this. No problem. We'll just take this big street right here. This is entirely my fault, of course. We're going to move to have this road. Call it a divided road. That's fine. Bring it this way. Okay. And this is probably why there's a lack of labor, because it's actually people not being able to go over here anymore. We're going to fix that road right there. We're going to take this street. I don't really want to get rid of that, but it's just a single building, so I guess it's not a big deal, right? Bye. And we don't have anything really zoned here yet either. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade this road like this. And let's go ahead and get rid of some of these things. We'll get rid of this for now. And we're going to get this to go and connect to that, which doesn't really go straight yet. So we're going to want to curve it. So we're going to take it from here. I'm going to curve it that way. Let's pick it up a little bit. We'll cross the river like so. Bring it down like that and connect it there. There we go. And then we'll just rehook up these roads. It's fine. Let's go straight. And we want to line up with that one, right? So I guess we'll get rid of this really quick and then just have this road go straight across like this. Straight-ish across. That's fine. No, that was a 180-degree angle. It's completely straight. Yeah. Okay, we now have a way for these guys to take this main road and go that way, all right? Everybody can go that way now. Now, you guys are going to complain you don't have your utilities. You're all temporary anyway, but you know what? Fine, we'll connect here. Now you have your stuff. Relax. And in fact, why don't we double down on that and go here? Okay, cool. Now you're good. So this should correct the pathing issues for this as well, because now they don't have to go this way to go that way. Now they can take this road instead, and they should take that road instead because it should be faster. But this episode is just all about fixing traffic problems. Okay, we're at 4.4 million. We have the train tracks here. We can extend this by going over to our train tracks, double tracks, if you will. We want to come in with all three, I guess, but this is the one that has the college route. But all three of them need to be something that we're bringing in. So we're going to say we want to drop this down. We do 10 meters, or is it deeper than that? I think it goes deeper than that, right? I think it goes down to 20, I think, to get it fully the way we want it. So we go down 20 meters from this point. Down. Yeah, right about here, let's say. Probably as quick as we're allowed to go, I think is probably better. About there. And then this one will go do the same thing to there. Oh, hang on. Nope. We didn't connect to the surface first. There we go. And then it goes all the way out and connects here. Now it says the slope is too steep. Is it because I'm green, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna have to go out a little bit further on this side. It's fine. Just go and do it. It's cool. Back up to the surface and then down to 20, and I want to get the. Oh, you're still there. That's no good. Get rid of you. All right, I had to flatten the terrain out. I had to do actual terrain work to make this happen, and we still have some little like gaps or whatever in there. It still doesn't look great, but maybe I can clean it up after the fact. It's always risky to do this because then you end up screwing it up and then you can't fix it. But there's no undo button here, so. But if I can maybe lift this up just a little bit. I mean, if it goes down, it goes down. I guess it's fine. I'm okay with this because honestly, I just want it to where I don't have this. See how that I can see through the freaking terrain right there? I don't want that. And it looks like I'm going to have that. Maybe I can I get all this to be level? Like that? Can we have that be a thing? There we go. I think that's going to be fine. I'm going to leave it just like this. That's a shadow. Okay, whatever. I'm going to leave it just like that. Okay, so with that done, I can now at least zone something or place something here if I want to. And it's open that way. And then what I can do now is we'll go in 20 meters down, right? We're going to take this rail and we're going to run straight this way, underground for a little bit, until we get to about, I think until we get to about here. And then we can go above ground from there. But we'll go right there. And then this is going to go up and over like so. And then this is going to go up and over like so. Now everything connects underground just like that side does. And now it's one rail. And we can bring that rail over here. Now I want to get a train station, I think probably right here. So there's like people living here, of course, but I want to get a train station over here, I think, instead. So why don't we grab a passenger train station, right? And we can bring this over. I'm going to set it, I think maybe on this side. We go maybe here with it. This is fine. Yeah, it disrupts a bunch of houses, but now they have access to the trains. And of course, these guys aren't going to like that because it's going to be noisy, but it is what it is. And then this can then come all the way in and connect in here. So we'll have the rail do the same thing down over here. So it's kind of like a subway in a way. Like it's kind of like a subway, but it goes, you know, above ground for its final destinations, if you will. So go about right there with it, and then we'll come back up, and then we'll go like that with it. You're gonna make me do this again, aren't you? You are, and I know how to fix it because I just went through it, and it's silly, but we'll do it. We'll take and flatten the ground from here all the way out back like this, right? And then we'll go ahead and soften from there, and now it should all line up just nice and neat. So we'll come over to the train station one more time, bring this up. Let's do the edge one here first. Bring it down, and we'll say there. Sounds good. And then from here, same thing, lift it up, bring it down, and it lines up. Go. And then we just go like this, bring it down, and it lines up. And then this side goes that way in a straight line all the way to about there. It's fine. And then you are going to go up and connect like that. And then you are going to come up and connect like that. Easy. All right. And then this side goes over underground. I was going to go above ground, but honestly, at this point, I think we just stay underground. It's just easier at this point to do it. So whatever. We don't have to deal with buildings if we do that. There. It's all connected. So we now have a train station on in this city too, right? Now, this part could be above ground. I'm not going to bother with underground for here. We can take, kind of do the same thing on this side. We can go bring straight out right here. I'm okay with this crossing the road. It's a low density anyway. We'll go like that. And then this side will go out about like that and then over. Sounds good. And then you will go out about here and then over. It's fine. And then this side, we're going to want this side to go out. Let's say we go out about this far with it. I'd like to say 180 degrees over there. Yeah, about there. And then we'll curve it from that point, and we'll bring it over like this. We want to go around the tiles that we own, right? And then we're going to lift it up from about here. Now, this side, we're going to have boats coming through here. That creates a problem, because we actually will have boats coming through here. Damn. Well, we're going to go really high then. So if we're going to do that, we're going to want to back up just a little bit more. We're going to go really high. So hopefully we can get completely over top of it, I guess. And then we'll adjust it if we need to, but go up like this. And then we'll start raising this up. And I think we want to go about there. That's about as high as I can go. And I want to make sure that we don't have any posts in the water if possible. No, I need to go like this. No posts in the water would be great. Right about there, I think we'll do. Yep. And then we want to bring it down from there. We don't want to cross. I think we leave it elevated, actually. It's not going to matter. We're just going to leave it elevated. I don't care. Let's leave it elevated out to here. Because I have to go over top of this highway anyway, don't I? Maybe it doesn't have to be elevated this far, but if I elevate it, then I can just use roads and stuff later. I don't have to worry about it later. We can maybe drop it down a little bit. Let's say maybe like 20 meters from this point. Yeah, and then we're going to go over top of this. Right? And then at this point, we want to start dropping it down a lot further, a lot faster. Probably. You know what? No, I don't like it. Get rid of it. I'm gonna drop it down over here. It doesn't need to be lifted up like that. That's silly. We're gonna drop it down from here. And then we're gonna reshape the highway instead to make it look good. Yeah, so bring this down about there. And then from here, we bring it down to 0. That's fine. And then we'll bring it from here. We'll go over. And I want to connect kind of over on that side. So we're going to say curve about like, say, there. And then what we're going to do instead is we'll make this highway dip down, which I don't own this tile. So I guess I have to do this just to try to reshape that right. And then let's buy this tile because I'll need it eventually. So that's the last tile I can buy. I'm going to take this highway now. And we're going to dip it low. So that we can pick it up slow. So that we can get the rail to go straight over it without having to be raised up. I think I like that better. So same kind of deal we did over there, really. We're just going to take like an elevation. Let's say here. That seems fine. Maybe like right here. And we're just going to drag this around. Kind of like that. Just pick a spot basically anywhere. No. Well, okay now. You've had your fun. Now do what I want. There we go. So we'll have all the way out to about there, looks like. So we'll just bring it out like this. And I know there's ways to do this where, you know, you have the highway and there's like concrete walls on the sides and looking really good. I know there's ways to do that. And I'm going to be flat out honest with you guys because I don't like trying to deceive you or anything. You know, I'm not really into that. If I had more time, like in my life, I would probably look to do stuff like that, to learn how to do stuff like that. And you know what? Maybe I can even be persuaded. Leave me a comment, all right? If you really want me to try stuff like that. If you're like, dude, that's the whole part of the game. I want to see all of that. If that's you, then, you know, just let me know that. And maybe you can talk me into it. But it takes a lot of time to do stuff like that relative to just doing this. This is a lot easier. And I think it'll still look good. When it's all done, it'll still look good. So we're just going to... I think this road here probably needs to be just taken back a little bit more. Yeah, it should be fine. And then what we'll do is we'll just take the highway. This is a highway. Yeah, and we'll take the three-lane highway from here. We're going to bring it down into there. Seems good. All right. And then we're going to go over right about to there, I guess. Is it 180? Let's go right about to there. 179, close enough. We'll curve it into that. Into that. It doesn't need to be a 3-lane anymore, though. Yeah, it's already, we're done with the 3-lane. Let's go back to 2-lane. There we go. And then we got to go all the way over to, from here, on this side of it. There we go. And we line up to that. And then we go like that. All right. That gives us where our highway is. So now we'll just take this fancy schmancy leveling tool, and we'll just go out a little bit more to make room for that on that side. Right? No big deal. And then we'll come over with our fancy schmancy tools, again, highway tools. And we're going to say right here. And we're going to try to line it up with where that's supposed to be. I want it to line up with this one. Kind of want it to line up a little bit sooner than that. So maybe I have to come down a little bit more before. I think I need to come down a little bit to make this actually happen the right way. So we'll bring it here first. And then from here, I want to line it up with that. There we go. And bring it to there. All right. Is that what I'm looking for? It is not. It is not. It is raised up the entire way. For some reason, it did not do even remotely close to what I wanted it to do. It raised it up anyway. So we're going to have to... Oh, it's because this is all... Okay, I see why. Here's what we need to do then. We need to go... This is how I need to handle this. Okay. From here, I connect to it. I go from here, and I connect to that side. Come on, line up. No? Really? Weird. Okay, I'll just eyeball it then, I guess. There you go. It's not quite exact, but it'll do. And then we'll take this this tool here, right? And we just kind of go up against it. I get it. Like, this doesn't look quite as good as having it be a concrete wall, but it works. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It does it exactly the way I need it to do it. And that's all I care about, you know? And we'll just do it just like this. You know, we can come out a little bit. We can soften tool or do the softening tools and stuff later. We just come out and do something like that, right? So it's down in the ground like that now, right? And then we smooth it all out. I mean, we're not going to leave it like this, of course, but then we smooth it all out and it just works, right? So we'll smooth it out here, smooth this out here, get rid of all these rough edges. This part here, get part of this part here, this part here. Do all of this. And then in the middle, we have it raised up. So we're going to want to come down in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to soften the shit out of it until it's... Maybe we can just actually just do this. Yeah, there we go. Just like that, right? And then we just come through like this and get rid of all this big part in the middle here, and it'll look good. When it's all done, it'll look fine. Will it look the best? I don't know. Maybe I could, you know, again, maybe I could be talked or persuaded into making this like a different thing. But for now, it looks fine to me. And then we'll come over here. Last little bit. There we go. Looking good. All raised up. All smooth. Kind of a median in the middle here kind of thing. Right? I think it looks fine. All right? Maybe smooth this out just a little bit more too, because there's no reason to make this all rough, right? Yeah, something like that is fine. Then one more time, do the breach. Just kind of do one of these numbers, and we are solid. Okay, and then maybe I can go over into, I don't know, my landscaping tools, right? Take like pine trees or something and just like plant pine trees or plant spruce trees, you know, just something like this. I mean, is it really worth doing this? I don't know. I have no idea. They don't have to be exact, because who the hell does this exact? Who spends all their time doing this exact, right? Not me. Definitely not me. I would never do such a thing. And they eventually, over time, these will all grow and, you know, big and strong, have little spruce trees of their own. Right? Just like making this This is what the game's all about, right? Making everything look good. We are going to go through and do some... there's going to be some videos that are dedicated to just purely aesthetics. Just like making certain parts of town look really good. My Central Park area, I want to make that look really solid. I don't exactly know what it's going to look like yet. I haven't had the mental capacity to plan that out yet, but I want it to be something really cool. There we go. All the way up to the border. Now we can't do anymore. But look, I did trees all the way through there. Isn't that great? They'll have plenty of sunlight in that deep crevasse. All right. So what we're going to do now is let's go ahead and smooth this out just a little bit because it needs it. I accidentally touched this part over here and I don't want to do that. There we go. Turn this back on. Let all the cars fall down into place. Now they're all using the highway down there like that. Is it too deep? Did I need to go that deep? No, doesn't look like it, but I did, and that's fine. Later on, when we have a city over here, we probably won't have a city over here because it's going to be industrial, but we'll have more industrial over here, and when that happens, the highway will just exist, and then we can do on-ramps and off-ramps and stuff through here, and it'll look fine. When it's all done, it'll look good. So now this railway can come straight over, and just we don't even need to worry about anything really. We just don't need to worry about the railway doing railway things and messing up the highway. We don't need to do that. Let's have it go. We'll curve it this way so it hits the... I want it to hit this intersection a little bit more. Yeah, that'll do. It'll be fine. And then I want you to go from here like that, and then from here like that. There we go. There we go. We now have a rail loop. It's really wide out, but hey, we got a rail loop. So if we wanted to add, passenger routes and stuff, we totally could. We can go over to passenger railway lines and we could say, hey, by the way, there's another line we have. It goes from here over into this city and stops at this stop, I guess. Doesn't really matter which one it stops at. And then it goes from there and it goes all the way around and it connects over here. Say it pulls in like this. Or it doesn't. Oh, I have to connect that. I have to connect that up. Whoops. Let's go ahead and do that then. We're going to say line. Does that work for me? Does that work for everyone else? I think it works for everyone. It's going to have to because that's what I'm doing. Then we're going to do that one too because we can. Okay. It looks terrible, but it'll be fine. So this will stop here and then it will go back the other way. That's what this route will do. It won't go all the way through. It's not going to go do a complete loop. So we'll say again, it starts here, let's say. It comes all the way over to this side. And then it goes all the way over to this side. And then it turns around and it goes back to this side. And then it comes back all the way over. And it completes its stop at this right there. There we have another train that takes them around. And now I think we need a loop. We need one train route that really is a loop. So we'll start it here, right there. Start it there, and take you this direction. Drop you off here. Nope, not there. We need to drop you off here. Yep, there. And then you're going to come up over, around, and you'll drop off here. That's fine, as long as it's going from this direction, right? Yeah, we probably should, I keep doing this, we probably should have this connected as well. So we can have this connect like that, I guess. No big deal. Something like that is gonna work for me. So one more time with the railway line tool. We'll start at the university for the loop. There we go. You're gonna go this way. You're gonna get dropped off at this stop. Then you're gonna come over all the way this direction. You're gonna get dropped off right here. There we go. Then you're gonna continue this direction all the way around. And you're gonna go and stop. It'd be nice to stop over here. I'm gonna have to expand this station though. I really wish I could just do this without having to redo the entire loop. But I want you to stop over here. I can do it. It'll let me do that. Okay. Never mind. It works. I was worried it wouldn't let me do that. And then it comes over and we complete the loop like so. Okay, done. That train route is completed. And now I want to see which line it is. So this is line, what, 5, 4? Which one are you? Nope. Which line are you? 5? 5 goes back that way. So naturally, you'd be the last line I made, which is 6. And 6 is a full loop, right? 6 is the one that goes all the way around, I think. Yeah. So 6, we're going to have it be $12, and I'm going to assign 4 vehicles to it. 5, we're going to have it be $8. Assign 2 vehicles to it. And we're going to say that train line 3 or 4, sorry, 4 is going to be $12, and we're going to assign 2 vehicles to it. There. Okay. There you go, guys. Everything's great, right? Yeah. Now, hopefully, they won't complain about having unskilled labor anymore because they should have people getting university educated, and we have a good train system now that lets them do that. The other thing we can do is set up a subway system. So the subway, what I thought about doing for the subway is having it just go from here, tag up over here somewhere, not in here. There's already enough stuff happening right here. So I'd have like the subway tag up here. Maybe I tag it up right over here, and then it can tag up over here, and then it will tag up maybe like right here. So it's just near the university still, and then it would come over here, right? And then it would loop back. But that's a really, I don't think the subway needs to come over here, right? I don't think this area needs the subway to touch it, but I do want to do an underground subway system, and it's usually expensive, but it's also kind of fun usually to do. We need a subway yard. Wow. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. That is a very large building. I had no idea I was going to need that. Now I feel a little sick. This is a huge, another rail yard. I can't just, I don't think so. Yeah, you need a subway track. That's how that works, man. Underground subway station, overground subway station. Yeah, subway yard. Okay, well, we'll need a subway yard. So I'll have to think about that a little bit because I haven't really thought too much about it. But wherever the Central Park ends up being, which I still think is going to be like right here. I was thinking it was being by the water here. And if I do it right here, then the subway should probably at least tag up. I was thinking maybe the subway station would be like right about here. And that way they can get access to all the water and everything. But it's an idea. All right, did we solve all the traffic problems yet? Let's speed up time a little bit. Let this run a little bit. Because I have had it paused for quite a bit for fixing the roads and everything. So what I want to see now is how many people are heading this direction and how many people are heading this direction. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely having some traffic issues. Gonna have to look into that. This road is, of course, really busy because everybody's trying to go that way. They don't need to do that anymore. So once the traffic thins out, when everyone starts to pad themselves correctly, what I'm hoping to see is a lot more cars doing this. Yep. Using this to get where you want to go. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So hopefully more cars begin to do that and less cars start to take the bridge. So we should start to see the traffic thin out on the bridge. And we should start to see this thin out over time once they, again, get their pathing correct. All of this is going to change. I mean, this is not going to be low density stuff. This is the inner city area. It's not going to be low density. Okay. Low density is going to be out and around. Now, I think this is going to stay low density. I like this area. I like this area too, although I'm starting to see getting some abandoned buildings. I don't know if it has to do with, is it air pollution? Not that. It's to be maybe ground pollution. Not that. Maybe noise. Could be a noise thing, right? Could be a noise thing. Okay, can move the school. This generates noise. I move the school, maybe. I really don't know where to move it. We can move it over here. We'll just stick it over there. It's fine. They do that in real cities, right? They just up and move an entire building right away. I think that's something that they do. What are you guys? Why are you unhappy? Let me see. Lack of entertainment. Ah. Okay. Okay. All right. Lack of entertainment. I see. Parks and recreation. You know, we just do some parks and rec stuff. I think we could maybe handle a campfire site or something. Maybe being over here, right? We could take a road, like a little street here. Maybe we can go, you know, something like this. Just cross the street here with a simple little road. It's not worth it, man. Just do it. Just do the full thing, man. And then take a campfire site and just snap it to the street right here. There we go. Right? And we just say, hey, look, Parks and Rec, right? You can go, I don't know, foraging in the pit. God damn, it really just made a huge pit, didn't it? That's horrible. Why are you doing this to me? I mean, I know why. It's because this whole thing's on a big giant hill and the game just decides that that's how it wants to handle it. But the only way to fix it is to make the hill, flatten it out. Like, so I can go like maybe here and flatten this out like this. Right? Just to have like a spot where it's flat. And then I can move this road to be here instead. And then since this is flat, we should see the park kind of do its thing now in this spot. We should see the park be flatter. Something like that. God, it's such a huge elevation difference. It's really insane. There's just no reason to do that. Like, there's no reason to have this here. We can move this somewhere else and have it just look better. I mean, it doesn't look great here, but it looks better. And then we can maybe get this to level out a little bit, but it's still like, it's such a huge elevation difference. I feel like this entire city is just destined to look weird. Like, I didn't flatten the ground before I made it, so it's a little hard to, I don't know, play the game and have things look good. Maybe I can place it somewhere else that's flat. I mean, nowhere over here is flat. This is just not going to be flat. I'll think about it, but I'm gonna play some parks and stuff. Probably some smaller stuff would be better, right? That would do it too. If I just place the smaller ones, that way the change in elevation isn't such a big deal. If you don't have a huge, like, say if I place a little playground in the corner, nobody's gonna care about the change in elevation there, right? And same thing here. If I do like a small park right here, it's not gonna matter as much when I do that, right? I mean, it still looks weird. Still looks very weird, but it's not gonna look, it's not such a huge deal anymore. And it also looks weird just because I haven't flattened this yet, so I do need to flatten this out again, but I'll do that offline. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for doing that. It means a lot to me. My channel's doing pretty well right now, and I'm struggling with the reality that I won't be able to keep it up just because there's just life, you know, life is gonna hit. Holidays are here, and for people with a family like me, man, holidays are just, you're not gonna get videos. Just like, I'm trying to try my best, man. Every single spare minute that I have that could be used, you know, like I have like a requirement for myself, like how much time I'm gonna spend at least with my kids, my family, right? But once I exceed that requirement, every single minute I can is going to be spent on videos for you guys, because I love this channel and I want it to see it do well. And for the last 7 years, I'll get going in a groove where I can make cool stuff and see views go up, only to have like a 3-week period, 2-week period where I can barely make anything and just watch it die again. And then it goes up and then it goes down and then it goes up and then it goes down, and that's just the way it goes. So we're gonna work on it, all right? I'm hoping to make things really cool for you guys. We need more customers in this area. And I'm thinking we need more low rent housing, but we're not seeing anybody take the low rent housing. So instead, we're gonna say, Medium density. Congrats. You guys can build in medium density now, and they'll instantly build that. Nobody wants the low rent stuff. Everybody wants the medium density. So there you go. You want more customers? I feel like... You guys remember the movie Osmosis Jones? Huh? You want osmosis? You got osmosis. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys right here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Lots of freaking icons everywhere. Not enough customers. Too high of rent. All right. The city's not doing well. I know we're making a profit, but the people are not that happy. Despite this icon over here saying that they are very happy. There's high taxes, high noise pollution, all those types of things, right? And since I'm making a killing, I suppose I can probably drop their taxes just a little bit, right? What's the difference, really? The $200,000 difference between this 1%. Wow. That is a pretty big difference, isn't it? I went from being super profitable to barely profitable. But maybe that's okay, right? We want a balanced budget, right? Things for our people so they have more money. I need the hospital. That's the only way that's going to solve this. I'm going to get to it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you. Bye-bye.